Okay, now I think it's recording. Cool. Welcome to FAIR Farms. We are the co-founders of FAIR Farms Gambia, the foundation for Agro-Farming Innovation and Resilience. My name's Brianna Parsons. I'm a veterinarian and I work for the University of Pennsylvania, and I'm co-founder of FAIR Farms.
Welcome to FAIR Farm. I'm Sulay, Camara, born in the country, the Gambia, brought up here. Here we are. I'm a farm manager in FAIR Farm.
And co-founder.
I'm co-founder too.
So we wanted to share some information about us and the farm so everybody can get to know us a little bit better, and we thought it would be good to ask some questions. So Saul, why do you believe in agriculture?
Why do I believe in agriculture? That's it's a big question, but short answer can be given that the benefit I have school fees money from agriculture, one can say, because farming is part of agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
I have my school fees in part of agriculture. I have my feeding out of agriculture. So that's why I believe in agriculture.
Yeah. Me too. I believe in agriculture for different reasons, but I was raised in agriculture too. I was the daughter of a dairy farmer. My mom managed cows and milked cows for 8 years, and when her and my dad decided they wanted to have kids, they moved away from the farm and moved into the woods. So I still grew up around nature, but I grew up hearing all of these stories of the farm and what life was like there. And so I don't know, fortunately my family brought a lot of those ideals with us. We had animals, we had cows, we had donkeys, we had dogs, and I learned to take care of living things, and I learned how nice that was. We grew a lot of our food too. We had a garden, and it was a good way of living, and it gave me a lot of respect for nature and for living things. So I guess next question for you: why is agriculture important in the Gambia?
Why agriculture is important in the Gambia, as I told you, because here most of people pay their needs from agriculture, most of it from farming, from agriculture. So that's why it's very important here. Without agriculture in this country, there are not much opportunities of job. So you have to go for it. 95% of Gambians are all,
Farmers. Yeah.
One can say, but they are not participating in time of it, But that's how I believe it, because it feeds my country. It feeds me and feeds my country, 95 or 85% of my country. So agriculture, that's why I believe in it, and it can feed the world or two, because you cannot be in the office without, something from the farm,
Yeah.
In the morning, coffee time, tea time, it's all about farming thing. It's all about agriculture, So
Backbone of society, your grandfather used to say, right?
It's the backbone of the world,
Mm-hmm.
Agriculture is the backbone of the world, as my grandfather told me, So
Yeah.
that's why I believe it.
Mariata. So we chose this name, Agro-Farming. And I guess maybe let me share first. We chose it with a lot of thought. You and I went back and forth for a while of what should we call this, agro-farming, and I come from the academic world. All of my adult life I've been in academics, and we have this field of agroecology, of merging farming with ecology, of farming in line with nature. And I think that's great, and I think that's a lot of what we do, but that word agroecology, if I said that to a farmer in the Gambia, oh, do you farm with agroecology? What would they say? They'd say, what is that?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
some of them, not many, but maybe there will be some will and give you the answer as you like it, but maybe they will not even know. As I know, it's different, maybe.
Yeah. So language matters, language matters, and how you say things matters. And I've learned so much from farmers here about how to farm in line with nature. You've taught me about how to farm in line with nature. So So we're doing agroecology in the academic sense, but we settled on this term agro-farming because everyone here in Gambia will know what farming is, and it's agriculture. We still, as farmers, have this pressure to feed people. That's our duty. That's our job, is to feed people. So we're doing that in line with nature, but we're calling it agro-farming to try to use our words wisely. What about you? What do you think about the word agro-farming?
Uh, to me, what I think about agro farming, that's farming without border.
Mm.
You know, that farming without border, you can call it as agro farming. That means you can farm, vegetables, you can farm, fruit crops, you can farm oranges, you can be in livestock, any kind of farming, in farm is agro farming. That's agro farming, farming without border, either animal side or vegetable side or crop sides, but farming generally, that have no border. That's agro farming to me. I don't know down there, what people will say or what people will think about it,
Yeah.
but we want to have more questions or answers about of it,
Wallahi.
or
Farming
comments,
without borders, yeah. Yeah, share what you think with us too.
Yeah.
We're trying to encourage a community here. We want people around the globe to be thinking about this and working on this with us. So yeah, share what you think. Come farm without borders with us. um, and lastly, we just wanted to share a little bit about the mission and the vision of it. And so the vision of FAIR Farms Gambia, of this whole thing, is to have a fair world where everyone is nourished, where our animals, our environment, and our people are all taken care of, and where food brings us together, and where it's a chance to celebrate all of our diverse cultures. So that's what we want this small farm, this growing community to do. And I've been working now in this country with Saul for 8 years, and we've done that. You can see a little bit of it behind here, but we've built this small-scale demonstration farm and research farm, but that's what the vision for FAIR Farms will be, is a demonstration and research farm that's investigating these agricultural best practices by blending what we call in the academic sense traditional ecological knowledge, but the place-based knowledge, the lifetime of knowledge that you have, Saul, and that other farmers here in the Gambia have. So blending what is known about a place and how to steward that land with veterinary science when we're thinking about livestock raising, and generally just thinking about how do we use livestock and the ecosystem benefits that they have, so that we can have a circular farming system where everything comes together and can help be resilient to climate change, this threat that we have coming upon us. So for us here, we're doing those things small scale. We have the goats that you've seen in the video, and we have rabbits, and we're looking into more and more livestock and being smart about how you scale. But the livestock, the waste from that system is manure, and we save that. We save that manure and we turn it into compost. We can make compost out of many different things, as Sal has taught me. Different leaves around the farm, different anything that we clear, lots of the waste of the different plants that are growing around here can be composted with that livestock manure, and then it becomes food for plants. So we have a nice garden that we've started, and we use compost all throughout the garden to plant the seedlings, to plant the plants, and then we don't have to use fertilizer because we're using this compost. And so the plants eat the livestock waste, and then when we have scraps from the garden, that feeds our animals. That goes to the rabbits, and that goes to the livestock. So I don't know, it might seem simple, but it's a unique concept to farming of how do you make it circular, how do you minimize waste, how do you make waste a resource. So here at FAIR Farms, we're finding those best practices in context. What's going to work here in Gambia won't work in the U.S., but thinking about livestock as a circular system will. So we're finding those best practices in context, and then we're trying to find ways to share that knowledge, whether it's on the web, on our YouTube channel that we're launching, whether it's here on the farm with Gambians, bringing Gambians onto the farm to see and share our knowledge, or if it's visitors from across the globe. And so with that, that's kind of the demonstration portion, how we're teaching, but we're also researching too. And wanted to explain that we have 5 core research themes because I think this is important about how we work. And our research themes are improved human health and nutrition, improved human health and nutrition, inclusive economic development and poverty alleviation through food systems, women, youth, and community empowerment, bringing all people into agriculture and creating community from it, food security and food sovereignty, making sure that countries have enough of their own food and can benefit from raising their own food, and environmental stewardship, making sure that the places we farm and the environments we live in stay beautiful, stay full of biodiversity, and are there for the next generation. So those are our 5 themes, and we're seeking research collaborators to help us build evidence around those themes, because really at the end of the day, what we believe is that an inclusive food and agricultural system can spur inclusive economic development. And then there will be secondary benefits on improving human health and nutrition, improving community well-being, and improving environmental stewardship. So join our community, help us test this in action, help us farm without borders. Anything else you want to say, Saul?
Maybe anyone, have been looked at the video, anything you thought or ideas, comments, we want to know what you think about it, or what we can do to improve our good. But that's the small tip that we have for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, thank you. And come visit us sometime in FAIR Farms.
Yeah, see you.
Ciao. Bye. Fognato.
Geneva.
Geneva. This is our very spoiled goat.
Geneva.
Our mascot.
Geneva, come.
Geneva. Come. Hi. Come here.
Come and say hi to Cody.
Come say hi.
Come.
You gotta come say hi to all the people.
Come.
They're gonna love
Geneva,
you. Come on, they're gonna
Come.
love you.
Come
Our little one-eyed monster. Come here.
Come. Come and say hi to the camera.
Geneva.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Hey,
It's okay.
let me do some, you can off it and
Okay.
do something, for it.
There's the little ones behind me. We're trying to entice them with snacks, and they are watching Sulay. They know. Here she is. Here's our spoiled beast.
That's Geneva, queen of the farm.
Queen of the farm, Geneva. 4th generation baby that was born here. Queen of the farm. And that's her little one behind us, Junior. Little Junior. It's not FAIR Farms without Geneva. Abunta. It's finished. All right.
All right.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Bye.
Bye.